Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me this evening. I am Absalom Shakur, your apologist and sidewalk theologian. Uh, Today, I want to talk about the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 4, the Holy Shema. And just a little background here. I was incarcerated once, and during that incarceration, I was reading scriptures. That's where I actually met God in the first place. Is going through an incarceration stage. Anyhow, I requested to see a rabbi, and because the little bit of Hebrew that I did learn, and that I was still learning, allowed me to have a reason to question, an important question, and because I think that the Deuteronomy 6:4 validates not only God as a triune being, but the multiplicity of God, period. However many persons comprise of His person. Okay, and as far as the Scripture tells us so far, is that there's three that comprise of the person, of the singular person of Yahweh. Anyhow, so here we are, Deuteronomy 6:4. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad is what the text reads. So my question to the rabbi was this: Rabbi, why didn't Moses say Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Yachid? Because Yachid is a term that represents the absoluteness of solitude. That's it, and that's all, the complete and total singularity. Okay? And the term Echad is also one, but it's a different kind of one. Now, check this out. Go to the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 24, and it reads, "Therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and they shall become one flesh." Yeah? Let me read that again. "Therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and shall be joined to his wife, and they shall become echad," flesh. Echad is the term that here is used to show the unity of more than one, and that comes together to form one. And this is the same term that Moses used of Yahweh when he said that the Lord, he said Yahweh is one. Yahweh is Echad. Yahweh, hear, O Israel, the Lord, our God, the Lord is more than one, coming together to form one. I have some friends that have a tough time tackling the Trinity, of grasping the idea, and not regarding it as a contradiction of a thing being three in one. And I guess to simplify, I can simply say that that the mathematics of eternity are not relevant in the physical realm. Okay? We've discovered numbers, we discovered math, and we use it to benefit us in the physical system. Okay? But the physical system is not, and the things that govern the physical system, the physical realm, are not relevant in eternity. And so we use things like time and distance and depth and these things, are not relevant in eternity. Numbers are not necessarily relevant in eternity because time never ends there, so to speak. I guess that's a non sequitur, if you want to call it whatever. But yeah, time never sleeps there, so to speak. Okay. Um, but anyhow, that was my question to the rabbi, and my question, that was my question. It didn't make sense to me, the availability of, the term Yahid, and Moses didn't. He didn't decide to access it. He didn't decide to employ it here in the text. This is not what his heart wanted to convey, an absolute total singularity. But no, in Echad, more than one coming together for. Do you know the rabbi told me? The rabbi responds to me, Moses grew up in Pharaoh's court and didn't know good Hebrew. I lied to you not. Lord Yeshua, Yahweh are my witnesses. This is what he told me. I've never, ever heard a rabbi criticize Moses before. But he did. That was his best answer to my question of why Moses validates God as a multiplicity, being wise. Whether it's a triunity or whatever. He is more than one, and he forms one. In Orthodox Christianity, we believe in the Trinity. We believe in the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. Okay? Now, I am personally disappointed in people like T.D. Jakes, great pastor, just tons and tons of charisma and excitement in his teaching. I love to watch the guy teach. I love his energy. I enjoy the message. But I just want to say, Mr. Bishop T.D. Jakes, your theology is off when it comes to the Trinity. They hold a modalistic view, and the view is that God goes from mode to mode. During creation, he was the Father. During redemption, he's the Son, and during regeneration, he's the Spirit. So instead of being individual persons, he's one ball of clay that goes from mode to mode according to his own purpose, I would say. And I think that's an extremely flawed view of the character and the person of God, of Yahweh. And because the scripture clearly teaches us that there are three separate persons of the Trinity that comprise the Trinity. Okay, so now, but these persons are inseparable. They're all one. They comprise one. The Father can't be without the Son can't be without the Father. None of them are created. They are one from eternity. Now, the differences are in the fact that they have different personalities. They different mode of actions. And always in complete agreement at all times. Because how can you disagree with yourself? How can the hand disagree with the other hand? No, it don't make any sense. But yeah, um, this was the lesson for today. Is that when you do dissect Deuteronomy 6:4, we get to the heart of it, and it shows here that Moses does communicate God as a multiplicity, from his being going forward. But we understand him to be a tri-unity. I use the term multiplicity um, just to convey that whether it's three or whether it's two or whether it's eight, he's a plural. He's a plurality. Okay, from eternity, he's a plurality. That's what his nature is. That's what the nature of his being is, and this is what Moses communicates in the fact that the availability of the Yahid word. Also, the word let me see. Yeah, Yahid also. hmm It's also interesting that in the Septuagint, um, the term for that Moses, the Abraham use of Isaac is also used as Christ in the New Testament. The monogenes is the only begotten. That's it, and that's all. All right. Well, I guess that's it for now. That's just a little something for you to feed on, to go out and look into it for yourself, research it. But I do believe that Moses clearly communicated God as a plural being from eternity. I am Absalom Shakur, your sidewalk theologian, and I'm out. If you like what I'm saying, um, feel free to subscribe down below and leave questions or comments in the comments. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have, or see you next time.